Hey there, and welcome to chapter 10 of my Krastorio 2 playthrough. So, I did a little bit of things between this and the last episode. So, I noticed that my power production was a way little bit under powered with wood, so I took the liberty of expanding this array. It's nothing too exciting, it's just a copy of that one, so I did that real quick off camera because I thought, like, quickly done. Nothing special. Also, I went over to this place and I expanded this ammo array to a second line, so I have the capacity to get this going a little bit harder if I want to. Also, I wanted to try if this layout is actually valid to be reproducible, but yeah, sure, you can line it up. It works out decently. I twiddled around with the input lines a little bit. You could make it a little bit more compact by mixing these two into one lane, but yeah, whatever. I'm having this one chest here with clips on demand, and this one, well, I just leave it there if I want to produce more bullets at some point. Also, it is about time to use those things, because, I mean, hey, I have those, so why not use them? So give those bad boys cover. I like to put them in a way that they cover each other if they get attacked. Okay, so I'm gonna take those clips and put a few bullets in here. Later on I could do some real funky things like pulling off some belt fed supply lane for these gun turrets, but we're far away from that. So also I have now 50 of those available. Oh well, I'm not gonna take them. I have 16 in my pockets, that's way more than enough. Okay, so that's what I did off camera. For today I wanted to put up some mining ops for that iron ore down there, because I won't be getting far with the iron I have here. It's already depleted to 49%, so I have 24 miners in my pockets. That's never gonna be enough. So I'm gonna grab up some iron beams. Possibly have a lot of those. Well, I do have a lot of automation cores for sure. So, okay. I'm gonna stay handcrafting like this. Oh, and I also dismantled pretty much all of the starter base. Oh, well, I wasn't finished there yet. So, well, it's actually completely unnecessary what's living here anymore. So let's remove that before we go over to the iron patch, because I think all those belts will come in handy later on. Because I also have cut myself away from the supply of the assembler manufacturing my thingies. Oh, look at that. I've collected iron beams, so I'm gonna just do it like this. Okay. Could also remove a little bit of this forest of energy poles. They are not really that necessary anymore either. Look at that, the map, it sure looks quite funny. So what's really necessary is well, something else. Okay, let's tidy things up a little bit. So let's see, this was a important connection. Okay, I'm gonna restore that in a sec. But I want to tidy things up a little bit, you know. So where are they still powered? Ah, they're getting power from the shelter here. I see. So I'm reorganizing things here a little bit because it is a little bit better now. Okay, so they're not having power yet. Why is that so? Ah, they're not connected there. Okay, so I'm gonna connect them over here. I'm just making some new decisions with where the power lines should live, because I want to avoid a little bit of that chaos I had before. But I'm honestly not that much of a big fan of planning all the stuff way ahead, because that just gets over my head, honestly. I deeply respect people who are having the brain capacity to think that far, but I'm a big fan of reorganizing things later, so there we go. Look at this, the starter base is gone. Oh, I also smelted some glass in between, so it's the leftovers of this operation. Okay, I'm now having a lot of miners. I need one radar panel as well. I have gun turrets in my pocket. I'll need some clips, so let's get that. Fast travel over the belts and pet the kitty. She's hungry again. She's always hungry at that time. Always so hungry. Me so hungry. This cat. Alright. I'm gonna loot some more of those here, just because I know that I will need a few rounds down there at the iron patch, because I want to leave that place quite well defended, you know. So I can dump some iron beams. No, I can't. Okay. Maybe I've lost too many of the iron plates, so let's do it like this a little bit. Okay. Now then, I have a radar panel in my pocket, so the next step seems to be to take power with me. So, yeah, there we go. Because since I already run down there, I might as well do something useful along the way. Oh, there went something off here. So it's at some point I probably should modernize my power pole network a little bit. Those wooden ones are not really that strong. Okay, so there we are, a big iron patch. So we're gonna use the YARM monitor on it, and we're having 2.4 millions of iron ore down here. That's a lot. It's really a lot. I don't really know how to work around with these sheer amounts, but let's just partition it for consumption now. So to do this, I'll just draw an imaginary line like this. The main my main intent here is to get every little field of iron ore covered with miners. So the easiest way to achieve that is to create a even grid that just mines down everything. So let's count those: 2, 4, 6, 7. So that's 14. I can afford a little bit more, so we're gonna do another row. So let's check. I'm dropping them down in a manner that every single square of that place gets covered up. I'm gonna go a little bit farther here, so I'll catch some distance here. Because this one covers this area and this one covers this area. I'll just have to take care to catch that one here as well. So now we're looking at what, 28. So yellow belts can only carry a maximum of 30 items per 15 items per second. So I don't even know if that's one side or not. Well, we're gonna see. So please tell me if you know how I have to read that. Because is this 15 items per site or 15 items globally, so 7.5 per site? It's one thing I kept wondering for I don't know how long, and I always keep forgetting to look it up, so please enlighten me. Because if it's 7.5 per site, I'm already overloading this system. That's why this question is actually important. But for now, I'll just do it like this. Another thing is, it's not that important if your grid is a little bit overloaded, because overall, my long-term goal is just to empty this belt, this patch here, into my smelters. So this is gonna be the input for 2 smelter columns, I'd say. Okay. So let's do a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 8. But I'm pretty sure that that it's 7.5 per side. Everything else would not make no sense. 2, 4, 6, 7. So let's assume that this is the max capacity for one belt. So we're gonna just count them off later. So I'm running a little bit low on miners already, but I've kind of like expected that. But it's almost okay. So since I'm pretty sure that I will find an answer to my belt question in the long run, I'm just gonna do the miners. So I'm gonna do it like this. And possibly like this. Okay, so let's look it up. I have 30 miners connected on this one, or pretty much 28. I mean, the right side about this, if I miscalculate the belt capacities, it doesn't matter. I can reorganize the belts later on as well. That won't hurt anybody. It's just a few readjustments. So for now, I'll assume that I can connect up to 30. We're gonna see if that's a wrong assumption later. Okay, so now everybody is powered up. Let's connect. I'm gonna go from here. 1, 2. I'm gonna go for a U-turn here. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So that's 15. And this one's 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18. So we're gonna split it like this. Because in the long run, I can mix them all anyways, so it doesn't matter too much. Although I have to say the belt capacities are one of the most more complicating things for me in the game. But maybe there's a tool I don't know of which makes things a lot more easier to understand, so who knows. Okay, so we have now tapped into this giant iron ore patch, and now it's about time to transport all that stuff away. So I'd say I will power 2 smelter columns with each of those. So we're gonna pretty much well, expand our smelter array by a lot. I just tried to put it into multiples, but it's not working out. Okay. So, I don't have any rocks for more smelter arrays, so I need 60 furnaces to achieve what I want to do. So, I'll need a few more rocks. And there we go. Not enough rocks yet. So, there we go. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay. Alright. Let's drop down the smelter blueprint again. So we're gonna do something like this. And I'm gonna dislodge this one, because this is the point where I have to expand these arrays a little bit more towards this direction. So let's check it out. This is the most problematic one, so this won't be happening yet until I am able to remove cliffs. Okay, so we're gonna align this whole operation from the there. So there we go. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I need a 6th one. I wanted to build it there, but sadly that won't work out. Huh. Well, we're gonna expand that later, possibly. Right now, I don't want to force it too hard here. So, I'm gonna feed in one here. I'm gonna, well, whatever. I'm gonna mix in another one here. It's just how it goes. Can't be all copper. And besides that, if I really need to adjust that into a copper line, I can safely do that later on. Okay, so I'm running out of belts, so well, let's just handcraft a real big bunch, because I will need them from here on. And let's wrap up some new iron plates. There we go. For here, I still have to transport everything with belts, which was the reason why I went for this patch down here and not for that one here. Because, well, I'm not even using red belts, so it's even worse. Red belts are not bad for situations like these, so I'm going to do something I wanted to do anyways. I always underestimate the width of these cliffs. Okay. So this is going to be the reason why it's not that important to completely take care of a perfect balance of these thingies. Or was it correct like this? So what I'm trying to achieve here is to just mix those three a little bit in between. I don't know if I am doing it correctly here, but I think this should be. Oh well, I'm gonna look up a triple balancer later on. I'm not feeling like it right now. I'm gonna fix that during the next episode or in between. I know that this is not right. Something inside me tells me that it's not good. Most of the time, if I have that feeling, it's right. So, but overall, it has balanced this whole situation a little bit here. So, the other thing I will need is more coal. So, how do we snap in that stuff? Oh well, why not? Why not just lay another line down here? Or, well, yeah, we're gonna do that. It's always a little bit more complicated with situations like these, especially when I have a starter base which didn't follow my optimization rules from the scratch. So the upcoming coal fields will be a little bit differently, or I use wood for the smelters later on as well, but for now there is no reason to not use that coal. So there we go. Creating a new supply here. Okay. So I can afford even more new belts. So that's whenever I do new mining ops, the sheer amount of belts that get used is just insane. Alright, there we go. So I'm using an entire new coal source for this situation here. Okay, so what we do now? I have 3 I need to feed. Oh well. This is a little bit stupid that with this one here. These nah. I don't want to do this one. This messes up with all my input lanes a little bit too hard. So what I'm gonna do is something different. I'm gonna break my own system a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm gonna compact this thing a little bit. I usually am not a big fan of compacted layouts like these, but you know, sometimes it has to work like this. Okay. So I'll feed 1 line in here, 1 line between those, 2, 4, yeah, and 1 line between those. Okay, this will work out. Now then, let's single this one out. I need the iron ore on this side. I see, I'm starting to learn. There we go. Take this. And I'm gonna split it off one of several belts from here on. One good thing here is the direct contact with so many iron plate producing facilities, so it's pretty easy to handcraft the sufficient amount of belts. So there, T-merge into that. There we go. It's gonna be the input for all of these. Like that. And then we're gonna output into this direction. Oops. And this will revitalize my iron industry a lot. So let's go for the others. So I'll need to fidget this down the cliff. Okay. Do I have any iron plates left in my inventory? No, I don't. But I want some more splitters, so I need to grab a few plates real quick. Pretty important, because splitters are right now quite important thingies. Okay. I have enough inserters. It's also pretty important. There we go. A real sad thing about this is I don't think that I'm producing enough iron plates at all. Well, this is I don't know if I'm gonna expand this or upgrade this before I destroy the cliffs. That's gonna be the important question. Will I destroy the cliffs before or after I upgrade this array? I can't tell yet. So let's just build this place real quickly. Oops. Whoops again. But that's not important. There we go. Guess I need that. I guess I need to do that with the copper pretty soon as well. Because my industry will get a little bit more extensive at some point. Especially when we start to do more advanced research, the resource consumption will grow a little bit higher. Alright. But this has always some really, really satisfying feeling for me to have my fledgling starter base reach this level, and having that slight knowledge deep in me that this is nothing at all, we're gonna get bigger and that. I like that feeling about Factorio, honestly. It's one of those things that keep me coming for this game again and again. So, wow, I really thought I had enough inserters. Oh, well, I have enough inserters, like, counted off to the last one of them. So I have to sadly build a lot of this stuff from hand here again. But at least my plates get used by this. So there's always a bright side about everything. Okay. But also, well, I don't know if I need really... Yeah, I need more belts. Like, I don't need those inserters as badly as I need those belts. So let's go like this. Belts are more important for now. Okay. Now then, I want to feed this array here next with this one. Alrighty. I'm gonna split off some coal right over there. I just want to try to maintain a steady flow here. So we're gonna go for something like this. Output into the left. Absorb a few to get the clutter gone. There we are. Alrighty. Maybe it can even go down here. Yeah, awesome. Okay. There we go. Like I said, we need more iron plates. Belts, I mean. Alrighty. I'm gonna fuse these into each other, so it's not gonna be that much of a hassle to combine them later. Okay, so one more belt to go. I'm gonna grab up some more plates to craft even more belts, but I mean, it's not that nasty if you're having a nice supply of iron plates handy. So, last one. This will bring me somewhere, but definitely not gonna be enough for the end of time. So, there we go. Well, same story as before. I'm gonna split it off here. You know the drill by now, I guess. Ha! This time it was quick enough. I mean, you could technically just cut it off until you have configured the splitter. That would solve this problem as well. If you want to avoid the hectic. So I'm gonna do something like this. Feel like doing more underground belts right now. So can I squeeze them through? Yes, I can. Oh, nice. Okay. But the more important question is, can I get it over here? Oh yeah, these cliffs are so hard to predict. The one time I think they will say no to my plans, they are perfectly compliant. Okay, we're almost there. Can't wait to see this beauty in action, friends. So there we go. Almost there. You know what? To celebrate all this correctly, I'm gonna drop down some lights here and there. Oh no, we're not gonna drop lights. So let's do the most complicated complex first. So that's the reason why I don't like to cram them together like this. You need more power poles. Because I have no space between the furnaces to power them. Like this place, as you can see, you need less overall. But it's okay. I needed to do it like this. It wouldn't have worked the other way around. So need here. There we go. Let's put down the lights. I just wanted to wait until I know where I can put lights, actually. Because this place is sure pretty crammed. Okay. There we go. Oh. Everybody should have some lights here, no? Alright, so let's put these properly in motion. So let's copy that recipe from here, And now run across this place. I'm quite happy that I got this tip how to mass copy blueprints, recipes like this, because this would have been sure a little bit more exhausting if I didn't know that. Okay, there we go. We got it up. We finally got it up. Okay. So I will now call out this place. Oh well. So we're gonna do it like this, and like that. Alrighty. It's gonna be my 4th line. So, oh well. Next episode will be some balancing work to be done. Because right now I don't have any lane balancers, and I will have to put this beast to some optimization here. But it's okay for the moment. Like, let's just meld this into here. Oops. So, this is far from being good, but for now I just want to have all the new smelter columns connected with the rest of this. I'll need way more transport belts than I have right now to do it correctly. That's why I don't even try. That's why I don't even bother with it. Okay. But what I want to bother with is to have a look on my overall production now. So I'm now producing 31.25 iron plates per second. So let's check it out. We are producing over 10 minutes more iron ore than we are consuming. Let's go for an hour. So looks like we're producing more iron than we're consuming. Possibly. Hard to tell because this is only recording the stuff that's actually happening, and since my factory right now is far from being fully in motion, hard to tell. So we're gonna handcraft a little bit more for now, because we're gonna get to the next step of automation pretty soon, because on the next stop I want to rebuild my little furniture shop, you know. It's gonna be living somewhere around here. I'm gonna choose this place because this is pretty useless for now for my bigger scaled projects, but it's perfect for my needs for now. Like right now I'll need a lot of small things, like some transporter belts, some splitters, some inserters, the same stuff I had over there in the starter base. I just dismantled it, and that's why I'm crafting transport belts like stupid from hand again. But well, oh, I will do something else right now immediately. I forgot about 2 things. I wanted to drop down a radar. I wanted to defend the iron mine. Pretty important things. Where was I? Yeah. So I'm gonna drop down the furniture shop up there where the wild cliffs live, because right now I don't need the whole space to get everything up and running I need right now. And once I need more stuff, I will probably be closer to closer to the tech to destroy cliffs. And once I can destroy cliffs, I will probably expand this area to reflect my needs better. So let's go for a wild energy pole line here. because I want to go for some long-range radar. What's happening here? So, okay. I want to see those cliffs. Hard to tell. Oh, I also need to put down some grenade factories. I totally forgot about the grenades. Wow. How can somebody forget about the grenades like I did? Okay, guys, so this is the Southern Sea, but I wanted to have radar vision on my iron mine because I don't want to lose this place, so we're gonna arm it a little bit harder than other spots. Mainly because it will just take a long time for me to get down here. So that's why I want to have a few more turrets than usual. So there we go. So sadly I need to ammunition them up somehow. So there we go. Oh, I didn't want to take everything. So 180. It's gonna be never enough for everybody here, but that doesn't matter too much. I just want to have armed turrets around this place. So in general, there we go. Not much, but enough to keep the biters away long enough until I'm here to solve problems myself. Okay, so this patch will last another 116 hours, it says, even though we're depleting it with 350 units per minute, so we're good to go here. I am now in the need of more iron plates as usual, so let's grab a few. And also I'm noticing that this place is not connected at all. There we go. Is it working? Yeah. But I didn't merge this one. I don't like that. So I'm gonna do this. There we go. Okay, everybody of those had a merger splitter, so there we go. Okay, so that's something I wanted to do right now. And yeah, let's do another radar panel as well for back there. And I'm slowly reaching the end for this episode. But I'm quite happy. So the next few things I will do, and I probably will do them off camera, is adjusting my flow of the iron plates here, and probably do some proper balancing down here, and prepare everything to set up the furniture shop up there, because those are the things that are right now the most pressing on my mind. So I'm gonna grab up some more of the ammo here, and I will go for the radar panel. So let's keep the height and walk over there. And I guess I'm gonna finish this episode with some biter killing. How about that? Yeah, let's go. So I want to do the famous turret strategy. Oh well, maybe I'm gonna grab that mod which reloads items which reloads items while you drop them down. So there we go. Turrets are doing this quite nicely for me. So that's why the sniper rifle is so good. Okay. Now I can just move closer. There we go. So let's arm them. Oops. I said let's arm them. Okay. Oh, well, there was a little bit much distance between the turrets, but okay. Whatever. So, I just need to clean out the neighborhood. Okay. Oh, well, you know what? I'm gonna, grab some more. Oh, I have ammo, actually. Nice. Okay. So, there we go. Let's sniper down the big worm back there. I really like that sniper rifle, gotta admit. It's a really cool weapon. Oh, I can't reach the worms there. So let's drop down a few of those baddies. Oops. No. Oh, I lost track a little bit. No, I will avenge these. Yeah, well. My hotbars are not configured properly, so I lost track a little bit of the action. But it didn't matter too much. Losing 2 gun turrets is not much of a hassle, so there we go. Just gonna kill this place here real quick. And pick up those turrets. Rest in peace, you other 2 turrets. You did your job so well. And we're gonna drop down some radar panel right here. I just want to expand my line of vision a little bit further. So I'm gonna drop down a little turret here as well, because I feel like it's always a smart choice to defend your radar panels just a little bit. I mean, this won't do much, but it will at least kill some biters. So there we go. So friends, I'm gonna wrap it up after connecting that radar panel. It has been a pleasure as usual, and I hope you feel free to drop me some comments below if you want to tell me anything. Also, I would appreciate some thumbs up for this video if you would like to, or even subscribe my channel if you want to support me and my work. It would mean a lot to me. If none of those, just let me thank you for your time, for watching this video. It also means a lot to me. And I hope you come for the next episode when we set up the Cliff Furniture Shop and do other crazy things. Until then, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye.